Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and now we'll see a new question in binary search tree or in BST. So basically we are given a BST here. We need to find out that if there exists a triplet for a given sum, right? So triplet means that if there exist any three given numbers whose sum is equals to the given sum, right? So for example, like if you see, our question can be like, is there any three numbers whose sum is equals to 29? Right? And now this is BST, so it can be anywhere. Like if you see, so 29, like if we add 6 plus 8 plus 15, like this 8, 6 and 15, which is making 29. So in this case, yes, there exists a triplet which is making 29. Similarly, sometimes the question asked is that is there exist a three numbers whose sum is equals to the 0, right? So now if you see in this case, for this case 0, so we have minus 8, 2 and 6, minus 8, 2 and 6, which is making sum 0. So if I add these three numbers, which is making sum 0, right? Similarly, if you see this 5, that let's say if my given sum is 5, I need to find out that whether there exists a triplet whose sum is equals to the 5. So now if you see the minus 8, 6 and 7, it makes the sum as 5, right? So it means the one thing is clear, that our numbers can be anywhere in the BST, right? It can be in left subtree, it can be right subtree, it can be root node, it can be any node. But the point is that we need to add any three numbers, and we need to check that if I add any three numbers, so if it makes the sum given sum or not, right? And at the last, my answer should be true or false, right? So how to solve this question? So the one approach, basic approach is what we can do. Like let's say if I fix this number root node, and then I will go in this direction, then I will again fix this number, and I will check that, like let's say if I am finding out this 29, right? So in 29, what I will do, I will fix this number 8, then I fix this number, and then I will find out that what is 14. So I will check out that whether exists a 15 number or not. So first I will check this number, then I will check this number. This is one way. Then again I will fix this number, then I will check this one, right? So in this case, if you see via this way, the time complexity will be huge. So in this case, it would be approximately n raised to our cube, right? Or n raised to our 3. So is there any better approach? So that we need to see, right? So if you see that this is a BST, and BST has the property that all the right value for a particular, all the left values in a particular, for a particular node are the lesser than this particular value, and all the values in the right subtree will be the greater than the for a particular value, right? So for the using the properties of BST, we can solve this question better. So what we do, first of all, we'll do in order of this BST. So when we do in order, then we'll get the values in a sorted manner, right? So like let's say if I have a list here, so I'll initialize a list, and I will keep on, whenever I'm doing in order, I'll keep on filling the values in the list, right? So what will happen? We know that in order, basically, first of all, it will fill the last value, then it will fill this value, then this value, then this, then this, then this. So similarly, if you see that it will fill all the values in sorted manner, right? So now the question has become that you are given a sorted array or sorted list. Now you need to find out that whether there exists a triplet or not, right? So basically from BST we have converted our question to array question. That given an array, we have to find out, because this is very important, that this was the main logic, that you convert from BST to array, and now you can apply the logic, right? So what we can do, because this is sorted array, so I'll fix this value. So what I can do, I can fix this value 8, and then I will have two variable. So one variable is a start variable here, and one variable will be end variable, which will be pointing to the last index, right? So let's say, because and this I can operate for one by one for all the elements. So what I will do, I'll basically have a one for loop which will operate from I equals to 0 to n minus 2. Let's say if n is a total size, so it will operate till n minus 2, because it will operate basically till here, because after that, so at last we can have 7, 8, 15 case, right? So now what I will do, so my sum will be, this will be my current sum. My current sum will be the value of array of I or list of I plus the value at start and value at end, right? So now let's check for this 16 case, right? Let's check for 16 case that whether existed three values which is making 16. So in this case, yes, 2 plus 6 plus 8, it is making 16, right? So now let's check for this case. So what is the current sum here? So current sum in this case will be, because this is a fixed value 8, so it will be minus 8 plus 2 plus 15. So what it is giving? It is giving us minus 8 plus 2 plus 15. So it is giving us as minus 6, and it is giving us 9, right? Now if you see, the current sum is 9, right? And our asked sum is 16. So if it is the case, it means I need to increase the value because my current sum is lesser, right? So what I can do, because this I is fixed value, so I'll increase the start. Now my start will be at 6 value, right? So now what I have the values. So now I have the value as minus 8 plus 6 plus 15. Now let's check what is the values. So now we have 15 plus 6, 21, 21 minus 8. So it gives us 13, right? So this is 13, this is 16. Again then, because 13 is lesser than this one, so again we need to increase the value. So now again I will increase the start. So now it is 7. So it will be minus 8 plus 7 plus 15. So now it will be 14, right? So now it will be 14. So again 14 is lesser than this one. So again I will increase the start. So now it will be 8. So it will be minus 8 plus 15. So now it is 15, right? Again I will increase the, because now again this value is lesser than this one, so I can increase the start. But if you see, because now I operate this until start is less than end. Start is less than end, because after that there is no point to check, because now start is here, end is here, right? So it means there is no such value if I use this value minus 8, because if you see, the minus 8 was fixed in all the cases. So now what I will do, I'll operate for I equals to 1. So now in this case, this value, this 2 will be fixed. This 2 value fixed, and then my start will be I plus 1, and my end will be pointing to the end value, right? So it means case, now what are the case? Again let's check that whether how it is happening. So let me remove this one, and now let's check for this one. So now my AI is this one 2, and my start is this one 6, right? Because my start is 6, so it will say 2 plus 6 plus 15. So let's check that what is giving the value. This is giving 6 plus 2 8, and 8 plus 15, which is 23. Now 23 is greater than 16. It means we need to lesser the value. So what I will do, I'll decrease the end, right? So if my current sum is greater than the given sum, then I decrease the end, and if my current sum is lesser than this given sum, then I increase the start. So in this case, now my end will be here, right? So what is the, again I check the current sum. Current sum is 2 plus 6, and this is 8. So now if you see, this is making 16, and which is equivalent to our given sum, right? So in this case, because the given sum is equal to the current sum, so in this case we can return true, right? So this is how basically we check the value. Our first aim is to convert this value in a sorted manner. So how we convert that? Just traverse this BST in an in-order manner, and whenever you are doing in-order, fill the values in a list. So once you fill up values in the list, then you get the sorted values in array on sorted values in list, right? Now you fix the value. Now you fix a particular value, and you keep on doing this with the two variables, start and end. If your current sum is equal to the given sum, then you return true. Otherwise, if your current sum is lesser than this one, then you increase the start. Why? Because this is sorted manner. So if value is lesser than, it means we need to increase the start so that our current sum becomes lesser, greater than the current value. All right. And let's see if your current sum is less. If your current sum is greater than the required sum, then in this case we decrease the value. Right. So let's say this we did with the first fixing the value. But let's say if we don't found the value with this one, then we move to second value. Like in this case, like for the 16, we found out value for this with this 2, not with this 8, right? It could happen like this 29 case. In 29's case, we are getting the value with 6, 8, 15. So in this case, we'll fix this value 6, and then so for this 29, we'll fix this value 6, and then we'll move with the 8 and 15, right? So this is how we solve this question. Now if you see the time complexity in this question, so first of all, we are doing in order. So in order, our complexity is big of n, right? Then what we are doing, we are taking a for loop when we are fixing particular value, and then one by one, then we are operating on start and end. So if I fix the value, that will be n, because I need to do for every operation, and then multiply by the operation which is happening inside. So how many times it is taking? So if there are n element, so it will take big of n, right? So it means overall if you see, it will be big of n square plus big of n, that is for this in order. So overall time complexity is big of n square, because the whatever the bigger term is, that we include in the time complexity. And the space complexity, because we are using this list or array, so in this case we can take big of n, because at maximum I need to store this n values, right? So this will be the time complexity and this will be the space complexity. Now let me show you the code as well, so that you know it better, that how whatever we did. So first of all, I'm creating the BST. So this is a simple way that one by one I'm operating, or I'm inserting the values, and then it is creating the BST. And now I'm calling the function check if triplet exists, where I'm passing the root node and the value which I want to check. So like in this case, let's say if I want to check 29. So go to this function, and here these are my parameters node, which is basically handling the or like getting the root, and this is a sum value. Now first of all, I'm initializing the list so that it will keep on storing the values when I'm doing in order. Now let's do in order, and when you are doing in order, you are passing the list as well, so that it keep on filling the values. So in order, it's just a simple way that we do in order, is just that rather than printing the values, we are inserting the value in the list. So like in this case, list.add node of data, right? So this is how we do in order. Now I'm calling a function check if triplet exists util. So basically it's a utility function where I'm passing the sum and the given list, right? So in this case, what is happening, that I have this sum values and I'm passing the list. So now first of all, I'm getting that what is the element size. So I need to operate till there is a one for loop that I was talking about, that will basically fix one value and then I will operate the other values. So this is how we basically are fixing the values. So it will operate till element size -2. Now I'm initializing a variable start, which will be I plus 1, because which will be the next value of the particular fixing value, and the end will always be the element size -1, right? And then I'm operating on this while loop, and this will happen until start is less than end. Now I'm getting the current sum, that what is the current sum. So I'm getting the values from the list.get I, which is a fixed value, and then I'm getting the value at the start variable and at the start index and the end index. Now I'm checking if the current sum is equal to the given sum, required sum, then return true. Otherwise, if current sum is lesser than the required sum, then in this case we increase the start like we mentioned, and if this current sum is greater than the given sum, then we decrease the end, right? So this thing is happening for a particular I, then again it will check for I plus 1, then I plus 2, and till element size -2, right? And that is why we are saying that this is, so this operation is happening in big of n, and this for loop is again big of n. That is why the overall time complexity is big of n square, right? So in between, if we get value true, so in this case we return true, and at last if we don't found any value which is like the current sum is equal to the given sum, or like if there is no triplet exist, so in this case at the last we return false, right? So this is how we have solved this question, and if you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section. We'll try to explain that, and we'll also put the source code into description section, so if you want, then you can also get it from there. So that's it, and if you have liked the video, then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.